What's up, social media family? This is Adrian. I just have a thought that's kind of like fire shut up in my bones. It's kind of hard not to speak about it because I see so much of it and I feel like I've lived it and live it quite often. And it's talking about anger. You know, I there's been times where I've posted crap on Facebook, Instagram, and it was because I was angry. And I'm talking about a relationship, okay? I'm not just talking about just anger just for the sake of being angry. I'm talking about the anger that derives out of hurt in a relationship. I see a lot of people on Facebook too posting stuff, especially a lot of women. A lot of women are posting stuff, talking about men, and in particular, mainly it's black women talking about black men. And in some cases, it's black men talking about black women, but in most cases, it's black women talking about black men. And I get it. I mean, women are emotional. They're weaker in that regard in terms of their emotions, but it's a different type of woman that we have in this generation now. Not too many get angry and then express their emotion in a way to where they are trying to face that emotion and work through it, process it so that they become better people on the other side. My opinion and what I see is women who are stuck in the cycle of anger and the repeated bad decisions of one bad relationship to the next without them holding themselves accountable and without them learning from their own mistakes. And so anger is just a byproduct of irresponsibility. When one gets angry, it's because one chooses not to be responsible, hold themselves accountable for where they're at in their life, but they would rather turn that energy and that focus onto somebody else and use them as a scapegoat. Now, I know some is going to turn me off right away with what I'm saying, but for those that would just listen to what I'm saying and just digest it, most of us, excuse me, I'm anxious because I'm trying to get it out. Most of us are really choking on anger. We're choking on emotions because we can't digest our own part of the responsibility and when a relationship goes bad. Because really we can't take our power back to make better decisions, more informed decisions until we acknowledge the fact that we have something to do with where we're at. And if we're sitting in a bad relationship or in the aftermath of a bad relationship, it's because we failed to heed the warnings, heed the signs, the red flags, whatever you want to call them. And it went the way that we knew within our gut it was going to go. And now, because sex got involved, and when you have sex with an individual, your emotions are wrapped up. And so you're hurt, you're more hurt that it didn't work out than anything. And instead of instead of us allowing ourselves to feel the hurt, we stay stuck in anger. And so we post venomizing posts about black men, all black men being the same, because we don't want to take accountability that we keep attracting the same type of black men. And I don't even want to just say black men. I want to just say men in general. Now, in a lot of regards, black men have suffered the most underneath the hand of fatherlessness and the lack of a positive, healthy male example and a lack of a positive, healthy relationship between a man and a woman. And so what do you expect? What do you expect for a lot of us to do? Now, a lot of us going to say that's an excuse, but it's not an excuse. It's just facts. Okay. And also, we always talking about these no good men, and particularly these no good niggas that a lot of us talk about, but who's raising them? And how do we produce a no good man? it's a lot of times, yes, it's the father's responsibility because he's not doing what he has to do. But if it's that woman that's in the home that is the only direct person to that boy to make sure that he turns into that man that's going to be a responsible, upstanding individual in society and be an example within his family and to his community, then that falls on whoever's taking care of that man. And so if we're a woman that is not holding this young man accountable for his responsibilities, not giving him responsibilities, not holding him accountable when he's in school cutting up, when he's, making poor decisions, we making excuses for him. And then when he gets of age, we all of a sudden want to put this burden of being a man and hoping that he understands masculinity and hoping that he's able to handle the responsibility of a woman's heart. And we didn't prepare him for that. We didn't prepare him for that. And so now it's like we're a bunch of kids that's playing on the playground, playing with everybody, in a relationship with everybody. And we're all in elementary school. We're all experiencing the same thing, going all on the same level, because for the sheer fact we don't want to graduate from elementary to more responsible things, such as taking responsibility for where we're at. Now, we all have a time in this time of being quarantined. We all have a time to be able to reflect and look over our past decisions and even gather strength and vision and wisdom for the future. And I don't want to waste my time. And I pray that you don't waste this time that God has given us all, in a sense, to reset. So hopefully I'm not offending anybody, but if I'm offending somebody, hopefully you allow this offense to cut you in all the right places. And I'm not speaking from a place to where I have it together. I just feel like God has given me wisdom and it's my responsibility to share it. I too have to eat what I'm dishing, but this is just an opportunity for us to get better, do better, and not hide behind anger. If you really loved a man, or if you're a man and you really loved a woman, just acknowledge it, sit in that. It's okay. A lot of us don't want to feel that pain of having our heart broke or that pain of knowing that we had something to do with a bad decision. But if we just allow ourselves to sit in it long enough and don't allow bitterness to take root to where we don't gain an inheritance out of the pain, because every time you go through pain, you gain an inheritance if you don't allow anger and bitterness to stop you and if you don't stay stuck on that street. So many of us, it's just like a cloud of blessings that's over our head, just waiting to rain down on us if we just take responsibility and be accountable for where we're at instead of blaming somebody else. I have a lot of people I could blame, but Adrian did it to Adrian. I did it to myself. So hopefully you gain something from this. I got a YouTube channel called The Soul Medic. Go on YouTube and subscribe, please, if this resonated with you. And share this video if you feel like somebody else can benefit from it. God bless you in this time of quarantine. And may we come out of this shining like sons and daughters, the ones that God expected, how he expected for us to shine in the midst of this storm. God bless you and have a great day.